penalty. And back to the football in a moment, and as you see, there were several substitutions made by Europe. There are going to be 5 in all. We're talking about the riches at the disposal of Reynis Michels, and among those coming on will be Pierluigi Casiraghi, the Italian striker Domingos from Portugal, Pavel Nedved, Czech Republic international. So a wealth of talent in reserve. And I think the Africans too are contemplating a couple of substitutions, including the goalkeeper there, and Barua, who plays for Shooting Stars in Nigeria, is coming on in place of Andre Arense. Well, you see confirmation of Domingos and Casiraghi coming on. Bertie Vogts, famous German coach. Well, the spectators managing to enjoy the game and the evening despite the weather here, which has been pretty appalling for cameramen and spectators alike. Some of the crowd have even brought their own footballs here. Well, it's a popular occasion and a forerunner of many to come, I'm sure. Here you see the African substitutions, and here comes Abidan Barua, 22 years of age. Arense certainly did nothing wrong in the first half, but it's nice that several players are being given an opportunity to show their skills to us as the game gets underway again. And the Africans would be upset to lose that lead that they'd held for so long, scoring themselves through Abedi Pele on 40 minutes and then conceding to Guerin just before the interval. And straight away a long-range effort from Pele, smothered by Edwin van der Sar. Well, the prevailing conditions are certainly not easy. The ball again skimming off the turf ahead of Radwan, the Egyptian defender. Radwan actually plays his football in Germany. Oh, there's a sloppy piece of play there, and this is Saib now. Was he clipped by Kola? He was, in the opinion of referee Vito Pereira. So there'll be a free kick for Africa here. Now Pele could be very useful. There'll be 1 or 2 lining up to take this one. And they run over the ball, and it was a simple enough stop in the end really for Van der Sar. I'm not quite sure whether it was going in or not for him, Oliseh, but Van der Sar had to be sure. This will probably tell us. Just clipped over the wall. I fancy it may have gone wide, but the keeper had to be right about it. Still then, Europe 1, Africa 1. And he's onside, and that's all he needs to be here, and he'll pull this one across. Oh, that's a terrible miss. A quite awful miss right in front of goal. It seemed easier to score than to miss there, but Pagliao has somehow dragged it off target. The European defence had been caught square. Pagliao looked a certain scorer when he came in. Now furious with himself, it should have been 2-1. The defence all over the place, really. And it was an empty net staring him in the face. Ahmed Bakra is coming off. And Mustafa Hadji and Kizinho, 2 replacements here. Hadji from the Sporting Lisbon club and a Moroccan international, of course. Europe sweeping forward again. Having to reverse the ball all the way back to Frank de Boer. Then Boban. Oh, and a lovely clip from Boban, and de Boer's carried on running, but it's a rather tap-in header in the end, although it's produced the corner kick. A bit of a fumble there from Barua. Frank de Boer very capable of getting up into these goal-scoring positions from defence. Boban will be up there for this one. And I would think that Barua is rather disappointed to have conceded that corner kick. Again, conditions may have played their part in it. Domingos up against West there. Domingos top scorer in Portugal in the league campaign last season. And a stumbling header, but it served its purpose. And then Frank de Boer again involved. along with twin brother Ronald. No problems for Barua this time. Here's the moment when De Boer got up there into the area, twisted his head. And now Stanislav Cherchesov is going to play his part in the match. Edwin van der Sar takes his leave, to much applause. Cherchesov, who plays now in Austria with FC Tirol. 32 caps for Russia though. And van der Sar takes his seat on the touchline. There's nice work complete, but there's some work maybe for Cherchesov now. Cousinho, and Cousinho's shot, and immediately some work for Cherchesov to perform. Not a difficult task, I don't think, there. Cousinho's shot, not the strongest. Picked up again by Oliseh, and Cousinho's quickly into the action. He's not been on the field very long. Luigi Casiraghi looks to have damaged his knee there to me. It's always a worry, of course, for coaches around the world when their players go off to play in this sort of prestige fixture and pick up injuries. This was the moment when Cherchesov was called into action. Not much strength about the shot there from Cousinho. Well, they always look to Abedi Pele in these situations. Here he is. So comfortable on the ball, such an elegant player. And then it's worked nicely down the line for Pauliao, the Benfica player, who looks to take on the entire defence, and he might pick himself up here. Gets the shot in, parried by Cherchesov. The danger not gone away yet. And then it's rolled back for Hadji, and he'll drive one in, and Cherchesov has done well since he's come on. Good, strong finish there from Mustafa Hadji. De Boer, busy as ever. He's such a useful utility player, Ronald De Boer. Cherchesov certainly has made some notable contributions since his arrival. Pauliao was slightly fortunate here. He picked himself up off the turf first, screwed the shot in with the left boot. Good stop. Ronald De Boer. Oh, that's a beautiful pass and a beautifully timed run as well from Guerin. Whips it over. The keeper was on his backside there. Barua, and that was a lovely move though between Ronald De Boer and Vincent Guerin. Barua, for just a moment, had a problem. The latest substitutions see Pauliao and Babangida coming off the pitch, and here comes Souleymane Sanye. Been some thoughtful passing. There's not been a lot at the end of it in this half, and now it's Domingos, and that's a clever little ball into the area from him. It's well spotted and well taken by Barua. Played with the outside of the boot by Frank De Boer. Little knockback from Guerin, and then played on by Boba. Guerin a second time in the move, and there might be something here. Domingos, and just on the edge of the area. The free kick will be given against Amankwa, and he really took Pavel Nedved out as he approached the edge of that area. Nedved, the Czech Republic star, caught from behind by Amankwa, and what a good opportunity this one is. Boban struck one just over the top in the first half. Frank De Boer maybe, no, and was the wall a little too close? It may have been, as Boban struck it. Corner given though. Boban still complaining that the wall was too close. You can tell he's irate by the way he kicks the ball into the hoarding. Domingos is in there, Casiraghi's in there too. And he's onside here and lifted in! Oh, and a wonderful stop. And what an opening it was for Casiraghi, but he's denied again by Barua, and that's the save of the night. And Barua still alert, but he's done his job there. Boban through to De Boer. And there's a good run made by Andreas Muller, and a vital interception there by Sané. And then the clearance completed by Amankwa. But the crowd are still buzzing about that save from Barua. It really was a fabulous one. He looked a certain scorer there, did Kaziragi. Inside from Muller. Oh, and the interception is from Hadji, and Hadji's on his way here, and he'll knock this one through, and there must be chances here for Africa. Hadji comes on to the return ball! Super goal! Mustafa Hadji makes it 2-1 for Africa. A lightning break, and Hadji has restored the lead for Africa with this shot. Thundered into the net over the top of Cherchesov, and that's a cracking goal in any competition. And it may have settled this one. Well, that's a thrilling effort. 1 minute, Europe had been attacking, and then they were struck devastatingly on the break by Hadji. Well, that's gone down well with Sporting Lisbon supporters, Morocco supporters alike. Ronald de Boer. He keeps carrying the game to the Africans. Now Muller. Wide is Guerin. And the save had to be made. The shot was driven in by Domingos. And another good stop from Barua, who really has distinguished himself in this second half with some outstanding saves. And here's another one. Domingos' drive and a good stop from Barua. So everybody for Africa back now as the substitution is made, and this is Mise, the latest substitution in the match, and he's only going to get a few minutes of play. Still time for Europe as they come again. It clipped the ankle, and that would have been very awkward. Muller's shot, I think it came off Fish, but it's a corner nonetheless. There it is. That's how close it was. Muller's corner. York building and looking for an equaliser for the second time on the night. Muller again in there. Putting enough people up. But the African defence held firm. Now Guerin. Then Muller. Wide for de Boer. With only 5 minutes left in which to conjure up another equalising goal, and the danger is they can be hit on the break at any time. And racing away is Mise. Touches it on, takes the back heel, the return ball, and it was nicely laid into his path by the other substitute, Condé. But Mise has pulled it wide, disappointingly. He was the one who made the inroads. Clever little back heel indeed from Condé. He's played well as Radwan. The finish there is not one that's going to be recalled with any great relish. Yes, a Radwan. But Africa leading by 2-1. You see Jürgen Klinsmann and some of the other players who've been withdrawn during the course of the evening. The rain still coming down here in Lisbon. But it's not prevented the enjoyment for the spectators of an excellent game of football. We've moved into time added on, but a memorable occasion for this match in the year of the European year against racism, and it's victory in the final analysis for Africa. A goal in each half, Abedi Pele in the first half, and Mustafa Hadji striking the winner with Vincent Guerin's goal sandwiched in between. But at the end of the day, it's success for Africa by 2-1. The ritual exchanging of shirts, and all these players will reflect on a memorable evening. The statistics reveal what an open game it was. Only 13 fouls committed in 90 minutes of play, and there were 18 shots on goal. And now Mr. Lennart Johansson, the president of UEFA, will present the Meridian Cup to the African captain Abedi Pele, who scored the first goal tonight. Africa have beaten Europe.